What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB coming to you tonight with a review for Real Housewives of Potomac Season 4. This is Episode 1 and it's titled That's the Way the Cookie Crumbles. So you guys, we are back with Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm so happy that Potomac is back. I really thoroughly enjoy Potomac. You know, hopefully we got a lighthearted season, kind of like what we had with Atlanta and up into the reunion. But, you know, I'm excited for Potomac. So we just going to go ahead and jump right into the review. Minus a few people, and we're going to talk about them in just a minute. All right, so we're going to start with the person that irritated me the most, and that is Robin. So we see Robin and Juan. They are going to go get couples massages, and she lets us know, oh, Juan and I are in a good spot right now, and you know that they're fucking like bunny rabbits at this time. I'm like, Robin, don't nobody give a fuck about you and Juan. Like, this has been 4 long years. Oh, I don't know what I want with Juan. Juan wants a relationship, but I don't want a relationship. Juan doesn't want a relationship, but I do. Ugh. We go back and forth with the shit between these two. 4 seasons of this bullshit. Like, goddamn, can she come up with another storyline? And then she has to go into telling us that she and Juan are divorced and living together. Like, we don't know that bullshit already. Again, it's been 4 years of the same fucking storyline, Robin. Well, minus the exception of last season when she was doing, you know, her home things. And, you know, she said her mom was still doing the same, still doing that. And the house that she was working on, you know, they thought it would be done in 4 months. But now we're at month 10 and it's still not done. I don't give a fuck. I just really don't give a fuck. Oh, but then she further insulted us by saying she sees potential in Juan. What fucking potential do you see in a man that cheated on you and y'all got a divorce and y'all live together, sleep in the same bed, fuck each other, and got 2 kids? What potential can you see in him? Somebody please explain that shit to me. What potential do you see in Juan Dixon? Okay, we're going to move on to the next person that annoyed the shit out of me. Also forgot to mention that haircut on Robin is really fucking atrocious. I just wanted to put that out there, and we're going to move on. So next we're going to move into Ashley. Ashley. So she and Michael are back together after, you know, they had the miscarriage last year. After, God, that whole shit with Ashley. That scene just looked so fucking nasty. It just looked like somebody's grandpa was about to have, you know, somebody's grandpa, sugar daddy, was trying to be like, oh, baby, you gonna give me some sugar? I got some money for you. It just looked like that. Like, give me a little kiss, baby. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. It just looked like, it just gave me that vibe. Give me a kiss, baby. I know you're gonna taste him, but you're gonna give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Like, that's just what it looked like to me. And then for her to, you know, because she gonna put the strawberry in her mouth and start kissing him, I'm like, oh, I could do without this. And then when she put the whipped cream on her titties, well, her, you know, right here in the middle of her chest, I'm like, stick your tongue out, Michael. Lick, Michael. No, Michael, please don't. That shit looks nasty. So she also says that, you know, since having the miscarriage last year, she's doing some holistic approaches to, you know, make sure that she can carry her baby to term, which we currently know that she's pregnant. I don't know how many months pregnant Ashley is. I don't really care how many months pregnant Ashley is, unfortunately. I used to, you know, season 1, I did like Ashley. But then as we got further and further into, you know, season 1 and 2, I was okay with Ashley. But season 3 and you know, season 3, which is last season, Ashley got on my last fucking, actually, no, take that back. Season 2, she got on, season 2 and 3, she got on my nerves. So I don't really care about Ashley. The only people from Potomac that I follow on social media, I follow Karen on IG and I follow Candice on IG. Candice posts a lot. I might unfollow her because she posts a whole fucking lot. But you know, it's all in fun though. So you know, Ashley's asking Michael, does he like the changes that she's made? He's like, yeah, baby, I like the changes that she made. No one cares. So then we see 2 months later when Michael was charged with sexual assault on the producer from the show. I'm like, oh, karma's a bitch. Shout out to Karen for that one. Karma's a bitch, baby. Yes, it is, Karen. It is a big bitch for Ash, and I cannot wait to see it play out. Woo! Because we saw all the women talking about, we saw Robin laughing about it. We saw her talking to Giselle. Woo-hoo! Karma is a bitch. Don't drop the soap in jail. I'm ready. You ready? Because I am. All right, so next we will move over to Ms. Monique. So we see Monique. I wonder if they were saying she was 6 months pregnant in her interview, or she was 6 months pregnant in the episode. I think in her interview when she was recording, I think at that point Monique was 6 months pregnant. But I don't know if in that scene she didn't look like she was 6 months pregnant, because if I'm remembering correctly, the reunion last year, the reunion was filmed a few weeks before my birthday, which is in July. And at that point, Monique was not that far along her pregnancy. And I also do know that after the reunion aired, which again was around my birthday, which is July 16th, I think maybe a few weeks later, which went into August, they started filming season 4. So I don't think that Monique was 6 months pregnant at the time of filming. I think she might have been pregnant in that 6 months pregnant in that interview. That's what I had a question about. So, she and Chris are just talking about the baby. She's talking about how, if this is a boy, that she wants to be done. But Chris is, because, she's like, she already has a girl. And Chris says, yeah, you and Melania, y'all are enough. But then he says, she'll be done after pushing out the fourth one. I'm like, well, shit, I don't know if I want. The way the little girl told her no, I was like, oh, shit. She just said no. I would have said, look her. I would have grabbed her by her arm, like, look here, little motherfucker. You don't tell me no, okay? I don't know who the fuck you talking to, but you don't tell me no. And then the little boy, they're kids, I get it. But damn, oh, shit. So she's telling Chris that, she doesn't want to have a baby shower. And, she's like, but she doesn't want to do something to celebrate the baby. And he was like, well, outside of the family, who do you think he would invite? Well, she's like, I've gotten closer to Candice, and I'm close to Karen. So I definitely, without a doubt, want to invite them. So then Chris talks about how Monique needs to owes Sherman and Giselle an apology, which I definitely agree with that. Like that whole shit between, Giselle, Charisse, who's not on this season, thank God, Charisse and Kendall and Sherman, that whole shit was just messy last season. I think Monique should have minded her fucking business. Now I get it that it was easy to try to stick the knife in Giselle and just twist it. But you threw Sherman, in doing so, you talk bad about Sherman, who had absolutely done nothing to you. So, and then Chris just talking about how, it's uncomfortable for him because he and Sherman have developed a relation, they developed a connection with each other because they go to the same gym with each other. And it just made it uncomfortable for him. And he told Sherman that, what, she's going to have to come to you in person and apologize to you. And she's like, what, I do agree that I do owe both Sherman and Giselle an apology, which you, like I said, you 100% do owe them both an apology, because I think that was just fucked up last season. And I think we all said that last season that shit was fucked up. What happened? And it shouldn't have went down the way that it went down. All right, so next we will talk about Miss Giselle, and can we say thank God she is not talking about the word on the street or the curb or whatever the fuck her tagline has been for the last 3 seasons. Thank God she's finally changed that tagline. I'm not gonna talk about each of the girls' taglines because I didn't really care to remember any of the taglines. So I just remember, I don't even remember Giselle's. I just know it did not have the word on the street, the word on the curb, the word on the whatever the fuck she said. But we see her, she is, fixing lunch. She's not really fixing lunch for her girls. It was Chinese takeout, and she was just putting it in a plate for them. But we're gonna just say she was fixing lunch for her girls, and she's telling us and the girls that she's going to Candice's wedding, which I knew that. Like I said, I follow Candice on social media, and I basically saw Candice's wedding on social media because they had posted, a lot of people had posted so much stuff about Candice's wedding the day that it happened. So I saw that Giselle was there. And, she's telling the girls that she's going with Sherman. So then, Giselle's talking about how, she wants to she wants to try to make amends with Karen for everything that she did. Now, let's go back in time to last season with the Giselle and Karen situation. I was on, if you guys go back and look at my videos last season from season 3, I was on Karen's side the whole season because I feel like Giselle, Ashley, and Robin were all wrong for the shit that they was doing to Karen. And the person that I think was, actually I think all of them equally were wrong. I think they were wrong for going to Karen's house with the pizza to see if she really lived at the house. I think that was stupid. If the woman says she lives there, she lives there. Like, first of all, why does it matter to y'all where she fucking lives? And then all the tacky and the jokes that the quote jokes that Giselle says she did, those jokes were untimed and ill-timed and ill-mannered. Like, I just don't think that they were done at the right time. You coming fresh off of Karen and Ray's tax situation, and then on top of that, her mom and her dad had passed. So I think that, I think it was a lack of it was insensitive on everybody's part. And then for Ashley, with all the bullshit that she was talking about, and like that's why I keep saying I can't wait for the whole thing with Michael to play out for Ashley, because it's karma. It's just gonna be straight up karma for Ashley. That's just what I feel. But when it comes down to it, I just don't think that Giselle. I think maybe if Giselle had waited some time, like let Ray and Karen, figure out the tax situations and then come with some jokes, cool. But right when they're in the height of that stuff, don't do it. Like, I think that was just insensitive. And if I know a lot of people last season did not agree with me about that, but we can agree to disagree, because like I said, she was wrong, and she was wrong. Like, Giselle knew she was wrong. I think she just wanted to be funny, but it wasn't funny. All right, you guys. So next we got Karen. Oh my God. I'm so happy this show is back, because I love when my girl Forest Rocks, Roxanne, Rocky, whatever y'all want to call her. I love when Potomac is back, because I love when she do Karen with the stroke face, Karen. But I'm so ready for her review tomorrow. Oh my God, I'm so excited for her review. But we see Karen, and she is with Matt. So Matt comes over, and she's like, "Thank you for coming to the funeral." It's, my heart really does go out to Karen for losing both of her parents. Like, God, that shit. I lost my mom and my grandmother, but God, it was years apart. It was 5 years apart. Wow, I just couldn't imagine that. So, like I said, Matt is over there with Karen, and we see Giselle. Giselle is on her way to Karen's, uninvited, with some motherfucking cookies. So she's on the phone and she's talking to Robin, like, "Robin, girl, guess where I'm at? I'm in Great Falls." "Girl, what you doing in Great Falls?" "Oh, I'm just bringing Karen some cookies." You could have called Karen and said, "Hey, Karen, girl, what you doing?" Like, me and the girls, we bake some cookies, and, we just want to bring you the cookies. Like, you could have had a conversation with Karen, but then, it comes off as if you being shady. Like, girl, the reception over here is bad. Like, it just comes off like you being shady. Why? Just be like, "Oh, Robin, girl, guess what?" "What, Giselle?" "Girl, I'm going to Great Falls." "Girl, you going to Great Falls for real?" "Yes, girl. I'm going over to see Karen." I felt so bad about us, going to Karen's house last season with the pizza to see if she lived there. Girl, me too. We should have, we could have done something differently than that. We didn't even have to go that route. But no, here you are talking about, "Girl, I'm going to Great Falls." You going to Great Falls? Ooh, the reception is bad over here. Like, that shit was just, that's the point with Giselle. You come off shady toward Karen, like, but what the fuck ever. So Karen's talking to Matt, talking about telling her about her fragrance, which I have saw her post that on social media. I did see her when she posted her billboard that she has in Times Square. Shout out to Karen for that one. And she gets a call from Giselle, and she's like, "It's not a good time, Giselle. You do not need to come. I will tell you when to come to my house." And I'm like, "You go, Karen. Like, if you like, for real, it would be a cold ass day." Yeah, actually, it would be a cold ass day before I invite Giselle to my fucking house. Like, girl, no. Why? You didn't believe I lived here, so why do you want to come now? Bye, Giselle. But so Giselle, she tells her no, and then Giselle calls back again, because she's like, "Okay, Giselle, if you feel the need to bring me some cookies, you can give them to Matt." She's like, "Matt? Oh, girl, no, I'm not giving no cookies to Matt." "Okay, Giselle, well, bring them here, and you can come to the door, but there's no conversation that's gonna be had." And I'm like, "Karen, you just tell the bitch to go home." You just tell her to go home. But here's what Karen said. When it comes to Robin, Ashley, and Giselle, they need to come to my house, the house that they said I did not live in, to apologize to me. And I agree. They should come to the house that you live in, that they said you didn't live in, to apologize to you. Robin needs to apologize for the jokes because they were not funny. And then Ashley needs to apologize for the lies. I definitely agree. Ashley does need to apologize for those motherfucking lies. But karma is a bitch, baby. It's a bitch, Ashley. It is a big bitch. Whoo, yes. I'm ready to see Ashley get paid back. Oh, come on. I'm ready for Karen to get her. Ooh, I'm just ready for Karen to stick it to Ashley. Yes, Lord, I am. All right, y'all. So here's one thing in this episode that I was like, what the fuck? It just blew my mind. So we see Candice. Candice, she still has a lot of bundles in her fucking hair, but they look nice. She and Chris, they are still planning for their wedding. They got engaged 2 years ago, which, I guess it takes time to, plan a wedding. So I'm not going to shade them or anything. So Candice says that, her mom does not want her to talk about her brother. So Candice told us that, before her and her mom and dad got married, her dad had an outside son. And, her mom just, feels some type of way about the son. And I'm going to talk about that a little later in me talking about Candice. And, Candice just says she feels responsible for her mom's emotions. And I was like, bullshit. Why the fuck do you feel responsible for your mama's emotions? Like, your mama is a grown-ass woman. Your mama chose to marry your daddy even after he had an outside child on her. So that is something your mama got to internalize, let go, and deal with on her own time. Like, that ain't got shit to do with you. You either cut the motherfucking cord and be like, mama, I get it. You got an issue with my brother. But that's not my issue with my brother. He is my brother. He is my dad's son. He is my flesh and he's my blood. So if you have an issue with him, that's your problem, not my problem. Like, you need to chalk that up with God and be like, God, fix it in my heart for me to not have any resentment towards this boy, because this boy did not ask to be brought to this world. His daddy was a cheater, a deceiver and a heartbreaker. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with, I don't need to be harboring any ill will toward this kid. Well, this grown man who, again, did not ask to be born. So for Candice to sit there and say she feels responsible for her mama's emotions, I was with Chris. Fuck that. You are not responsible for your mama's emotions. And if you are worried about money of her cutting you off, then that means it is time for you to become independent of your mother and not let your mother hold the line over your head to make you feel like you owe her anything. You don't owe her, especially when it comes to your brother. You don't owe your mama shit. That is between your mama and your daddy. Let those two handle that. And mostly your mama. Like, she needs to let that shit go and give it to God. Give it to God and let God handle that. Which there's nothing to handle, though, to be honest with you. Like, you just gotta let that shit fucking go. The fuck? No, let that shit go, mama. Let it go. All right, so we got 4 days until Candice's wedding, and we have Karen over there, and Candice is opening some gifts. Karen is like, do you know what to do with that? And she was like, I can sing in it. I'm like, no, Candice, that's not what you do. But okay. So then they go and sit down. Oh, this shit was funny. So they go sit down, and Karen notices in the corner, is that the bonsai tree that Ashley gave you at the engagement party? She says, yes. That thing is dead. You need to cleanse it, bury it. I was like, Karen does the absolute most. She's like, it's a reflection of the person that gave it to you. She's dead. Like, and I think Karen was doing a little bit most, but it is a reflection of Ashley. It might be a reflection of Ashley's relationship. No, I'm just playing with y'all. So then they talk about the wedding, and Candice is talking about her half brother and how her mom gets upset when she mentions him. And I'm like, again, forget your mama. That is your brother. If you want to have a relationship with your brother, that is your prerogative. You are a grown ass woman. Your mama is a grown ass woman. Your mama don't have to have a relationship with him. But like I said, if you want to, you have one with him. Forget your mama. Like, be like, mama, I love you to death, but like, that ain't got shit to do with me. Daddy had him on, outside of your relationship. Y'all were not married, but then you still chose to marry the nigga even after he had this son. Like, what does that say about you? Unfortunately, what the fuck does that say about you? Like, oh God. And I don't know why she has any regrets or remorse about inviting him to a wedding. Like, girl, that's your fucking wedding. I get that your mama's paying for it, but you need to tell mama, this is my brother. I want him here. If you don't like that, that's your problem. You don't have to come. I know that's your money you paying for it, but you have not got to come. Like, you can sit on the side. You can do whatever the fuck you got to do, but what the fuck ever. And then, Candice is talking about how she feels like her mom would, stop talking to her or get mad at her for having a relationship with him. And again, Candice, he is your brother. If she has an issue with that, that speaks volumes to who your mama is as a person. Like, you should not tell your child to not to have a relationship, a bond with their sibling. I get that you might have an issue with him, but number one, you married the daddy, you divorced the daddy, and then you got remarried and had another child. So what the fuck? Like, you should be happy with your life and your husband. Like, why? Like, that shit got on my fucking nerves. So then we see Candice. She's having breakfast with her mama. So, she sits down with her mom. She's like, Mom, I need to talk to you. I'm like, why the fuck are you crying? It's about my brother. I don't want to talk about that. I would have been like, well, bitch. And all respect to my mother, because I would never call my mom a bitch. But I would just be like, look here, lady. What the fuck is your problem? I get you have a issue with that. That was umpteenth years ago. Because Candice is 30. So and if the brother is 7 years older than her, that means that because Candice is like 31 or so. So that would mean the brother is somewhere in his close to his 40s. So why are you holding on to something like that? Like, the fuck? But I'm sorry, I just would have shut my mama down and be like, look here, mama, I get that you paying for the wedding. I want my Lord, that wig on Karen from season 1. I get that you have an issue with that, but like I said, you married my dad, so that means you accepted the boy at some point because he was your stepson. The mama. But you guys, that was the opening episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Like my video, leave your comments, and subscribe to my channel. Share this video, and I will see you guys later tomorrow for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Oh, fuck. I hate when this thing do that.